A little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab. Trevor Rogers having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Looked down to first, and he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
And first offering is fouled off. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
One down, base is empty.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now it's Juan Soto. Another solid power season. Late swing, foul to the left. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. That one drifts inside. Off the mark there, and a count 2-1. And that's through there for a strike.
2-2.
2 out, space is empty. The changeup missing, and it's 3-2. Pete Alonso waiting to hit for the Mets. And a ground ball to first. Mayo takes it himself, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. Orioles due up in the first, no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Baltimore, and on the hill, number 82. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Jackson Holiday, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
No strike.
Next pitch in for a strike, and a count even 1-1. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Laureano comes up to hit. Step off, throw to first. Holiday back on a dive. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Holiday gets his lead at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball and safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. Runner at second, nobody out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
The shortstop takes a ball. Runner at second here, one gone. Check swing, no appeal. And there's the automatic. On the ground. Over to first. 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Ryan O'Hearn.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Ryan O'Hearn in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out to short. Lindor tosses across to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And the Orioles leave one. Scoreless after one. Top of the second, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Rogers back to work. On the corner for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That's in there. 0-2 now.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him looking. One out in the second.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. And
Ball
that
two.
misses. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Second inning here, no score. And that's
Ball 3.
off the inside edge. And
Full
it's
count.
3-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. The 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Ramon Urias.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Pitch
Ball.
misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one
Full
is
count.
inside. That one
Ball
misses.
4. Take your
So a
base.
leadoff walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
96.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one's
Ball 1.
upstairs, ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ball. 2-1.
Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Mullins.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That's in for a strike. Mullins needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Urias, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The throw to third. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Snap throw to first. Mullins dives back in safely.
Ball 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. One left for the Orioles. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now at Oriole Park, and now the DH, Tyrone Taylor. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
1-2.
That's down and in. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Taylor races for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Swinging a foul straight back. Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Swinging a foul out of play. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And misses inside. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it falls. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
No, they didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Hayden Sanger can't hold up, and that's a strike. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
And that's too high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. Top of the third, no score. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
High fly ball out to left field. Cowser drops into the glove. Runner tags from third, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And out to aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, 2 outs. Juan Soto now. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Just missed. McNeil at second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. Next offering is down low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it, and that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 1 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. Jacob Stallings now.
Catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Inside, just missed. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. Just off the inside edge. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Here's Ramon Laureano. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That catches the corner. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. This one smacked out to left center, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro.
Strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Out to center. McNeil drifts towards it. He's got it, and that's the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Nimmo in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That one missing inside. One out, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. There's a strike.
2-2.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And the first offering is not close. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one a little bit high, and the count is 2-0. And a foul ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. And that's outside. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 1-0. Bottom 4 and into the box for Baltimore. Ramon Urias.
Ramon Urias.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. McNeil snags it, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that drops in for a strike. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 1-2. Out there to center. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at.
He's safe.
Next to hit, Cedric Mullins. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Runner around third. He'll score. Cut off, throw to third. The tag, and he's out. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. Mayo goes 6 feet 5 inches, 23 years old. And he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Lifted in the air right center field. Soto makes the play, and that ends the inning. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. On to the top of the 5th we go, all tied 1-1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
For the Orioles.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that one lifted in the air center field. Mullins in pursuit. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Jeff McNeil stands in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Misses outside. Ball 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Baker getting loose as well. The 1-0. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
There's the strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Baltimore, and here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Orioles looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time.
Runner on the go. Swing and a chopper. Throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Laureano in the box now. Takes strike one. The Mets have some action going in their pen. Number 57, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Number 51, also getting ready. Stallings, the runner at second with one away. Grounds one to short. Lindor tosses to first, and Laureano is retired.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 2 in this one. And fouled off. Fought off foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Man on second, 2 down. And that's way high. And the count is 2-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball 3.
Ryan O'Hearn in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Starling Marte. Dominguez back to work. That one called a strike. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto, a left-hander, also throwing. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs. The shortstop takes the ball. Right side, Mayo. Lindor retired.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mets go down quickly. Still tied 1-1. Richard Lovelady takes over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Now pitching for New York, number 57, Richard Lovelady.
So now here's the
Leading off for
DH,
the Orioles,
Ryan O'Hearn.
designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
On the inside corner for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Huascar Brazoban up and throwing. Stanek getting cranked up as well. On the ground right side, Alonso takes it himself.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
And that drops in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one way inside.
2-2. Full count.
One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Now
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Colton Cowser.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Next
Ball,
offering
no.
misses, and it's a ball and a
1
strike.
ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started
ball,
in
2
and
strikes.
ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And it kicks off the bag. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here.
0-1.
He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Cowser leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one the other way and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And the Orioles leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Yennier Cano.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
In steps the
Leading
polar
off for
bear,
the Mets,
Pete Alonso.
first baseman,
There's 0 for 2
Pete
with a pair of
Alonso.
strikeouts.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And a foul ball. Cano, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Brandon Nimmo will hit next. Ball 1, no strikes. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Go ahead, run on base. Mark Vientos digs in now. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball could be 2. Throws to Henderson. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. Midway in inning number 7. And it's time to stretch. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
We're
New York
back in a
Mets.
new pitcher here to start the bottom
Number
of the 7th.
43.
Huascar Brazoban.
And one thing on him,
Brazoban.
he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So digging in,
Leading
Kobe
off for
Mayo.
the Orioles, first baseman, Kobe Mayo.
And that is out of play. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
1-1.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. McNeil under it. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob
Stallings, the next to hit for the Orioles. A walk, and he's also singled. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
And strike two.
No balls. Two strikes.
That
Ball.
misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And
Out.
it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
So up next, Jackson Holiday. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Misses. Now 1-2.
One ball. Two strikes.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 7th. That
Ball.
misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now at Oriole Park. Now it's the DH, Tyrone Taylor.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Late on that fastball. Activity in the bullpen. Corbin Martin is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto, the power lefty, up as well. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball two.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
Center fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now it's even up. That's inside. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Just missed the inside corner. Ball three.
Full count.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there,